Welcome back for another episode of Mind Over Boy podcast. We're on episode 3. Yep. Mark's letting me carry on talking. I don't want to swear. I really don't want to swear. But yeah, Mark's letting me still talk every week and bore people to death. So this week we just have me and Mark here this week. Which, to be fair, ain't a problem. Dream team, all that. And yeah, so Tonner, how you doing? You all right?
Good, mate, you?
Yeah, good, mate. Good.
Hot, mate. That's what it is.
Hot. Mate, yeah. Mate, honestly, right, my T-shirt tan is proper on form right now. I'm not even going to lie.
Hey, I've got crispy bits where my best tan is.
Hey dear. Bloody hell. Oh. So yeah, we're making a conscious effort not to swear. Well, I am.
Very hard on this side.
It is very hard. Very hard. But yeah, so Tonner, what's been going on this week? Tell me all about it. What's new? What's not?
Well, this week we flew the mile. We flew the distance of a mile with one of these bad boys. It's a Scottish Highland Games hammer. It weighs 7.62 kilo, and what we had to do, we had to throw it to cover a mile, the distance of a mile. And we worked it out in meters, and it worked out at 1,609 meters was a mile. So therefore, I threw 1,637 meters. Meters. And I did it in 89 throws or 87 throws, can't remember what I did it in. However, we managed to raise little over £1,000, and the response we got was unreal. The encouragement we got was unreal. It wasn't just myself, it was Jim, obviously he's not here this week, and also a man called Dan Upton. He threw an athletic hammer, which has got a cable a little bit different. However, he still covered the mile, he still did the distance. And like I said, we raised little over £1,000, and that is going to go towards buying the team the kit we need. And the kit we need can be from adaptive chairs, so we can have seated throwers. We've got all the weights that we need to throw, different weights for different classes. And it's not a personal thing we're doing, it's for the team. So it's all for a good cause. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to raise as much awareness to the people about the Highland Games, because like myself, I take the Highland Games quite personal. I want to compete. I want to be good at it. I want to break records, because obviously with the coronavirus, all the events have been cancelled this year. So next year I'm going to cover as many records or create as many records as I possibly can. Whether I break the world records or I make my own, that's my goal for next year. Yeah. And a lot of people in the team want the same thing, but we haven't got the kit or the facility.
The right kit for it.
To do it. So this is the whole reason why we threw the mile. This is the whole reason why we wanted to raise the money. And with the money, we are going to buy a throwing chair. We are going to buy all the weights for the different classes. Male, female, seated, standing, muscle, neurological. But they're all different classes that we want to try and cover all bases on the kit. So hopefully we will have all the kit very soon. Jim's been working hard to order it all and find the best price, and speaking to people all over the country, trying to get the best deal for what we can get. And he's doing a good job with that. So the kit is going to be all square. So when we come out with a quarantine, the wounded Highlanders are going to have a massive influx of equipment, and therefore we can have some massive training, which me and Jim and a few others will be taking part in or running. Whereas that's what we want. My goal next year is to smash the back end out of the Highland Games. I want to try and compete in as many competitions as I possibly can, whether they're open, I don't care if you haven't got an adaptive class. I will go in as an open competitor, and I will throw, and I will compete regardless of what the rules are, if that makes sense. So I will compete in all sorts. And the bit I'm made up about is once all the kit's been bought, well, hopefully, and I mean praying to God, hopefully, that we're going to have some Atlas stones. So therefore,
I saw the video. I
will be smashing them out. I got 4 last year. My goal this year is to beat 4. I've got, if anyone's ever seen me deadlift, I do that with one arm. My PB on that is 190 for 1 rep. I'll say 180 because the 190 was a bit questionable whether I locked out or not. So I'll say 180 easy. And that's my PB. But with the stones, it was a lot more complicated to get my arm round. So the bigger the stone got, regardless of how heavy it is, it was hard for me to grab. So I've got an attachment which I use for a deadlift, which goes around this shoulder, wraps around the bar. So I'm actually deadlifting with 2 hands. The thing is, because we've been in lockdown, I've not got a PB with that.
Yeah.
So I cannot wait to get that strap on a bar and see what I can get up. I'm telling you now. But it's exactly the same. It's an adaptation. And when it comes to doing the stones, I'm going to get something like a harness which will go around the stone, which my little hand can grab. Therefore, I'm not having to overreach. I can really get the hug on the stone, and I'm going to smash as many as I can. You know what I mean? So,
well, yeah, I saw.
That's all it is to me. Get more than 4, I'm happy.
Well, yeah, I saw the video. And blew hell, like I won't even be able to pick up one. Well, I might be able to pick up one, maybe 2.
You'd be surprised what you can pick up. But it's everything with me. It's more. The more to practice, the more to push, the more to channel my energy into sorting that technique out. It's done. I'll smash it. I'll do all 7. Don't care, all 9. Bring them on.
I love it.
Bring them on.
Mind over body.
Mind over body. That's all it is. I put a post out the other day, and it said something along the lines of your mindset. You need to push. Your ability will come easy.
Yeah.
Okay, if you believe it, you're gonna do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's nothing gonna stop you. Nothing stops me. The only person that stops me would be me, and I couldn't care. I've seen a cracking t-shirt before. Just pick it up, crack on. Do you know that's exactly what it is. You just literally pick it up. I'm running. So yeah, it's been a good week. We threw the mile. We're gonna try and do it again soon. We're not too sure which discipline we're going to use. However, I reckon it's going to be something along the lines of weight for distance, which is my personal best. And I'm going to be throwing that a mile. So it's going to take a little bit more than 89 throws. But hey, I might just be dizzy. But there you go. But that's all again for the development of the team. I'm not. If I was going to do this for me, I'd buy all the kit myself and I'd be on the field every day. So it's about inclusion and bringing the team together. It's making sure that everyone has different abilities, make sure we've all got the same kit, same needs, make sure that we get around their adaptations, make sure we get around the way they throw, make sure we get around the way they throw a hammer. Because they throw a hammer, like how I throw a hammer is very different to how other people throw a hammer. Do you know what I mean? So,
well, take for example, you and Jim.
Yeah, so Jim he's got a lower limb injury on his leg, which he has to wear a brace for. He's in pain most days with it. However, he's still throwing a hammer with 2 hands, so he's very stable in that sense, and he's got the balance where there's nothing wrong with my lower half, whereas I've only got to throw the hammer with 1. So it's covering all the bases and all the training for all the team, and making sure that we've all got the right equipment so that person can succeed in the games. That's all it's for.
Yeah.
Because we want to go to the next Highland Games, which is an official event for, just going to put that in there, official event and set records, not do it on my camera and say I beat the world record. But, hey,
he's still going on. He's still missed about that. He's still missed about that.
Hey, Muscle
Don't
up and everything.
swear.
You've got the same,
Don't
he's got the
swear.
same mentality as me. Tell you that now. You want to do something, you're the best. Don't care who gets in your way. Simple as that.
Yeah. Well, it's the best way to be fair. It's the best way
Exactly.
to be. But yeah, so what else has been going on this week, Mark? I've been seeing a bit about a challenge or something, maybe in a pipeline.
Yeah, I've set my my client base. I'm just testing the water. They all know what I'm like. They all hate what I'm like, but they keep coming back. So that means what I do is worth it. So
Yeah,
I
must
set them a
work.
little challenge. Yeah, set them a little challenge, and this challenge was the road to 1,000, right? And the road to 1,000 is you start at 400 reps in 60 minutes, which is very easy. Not very easy, it's easy. It's easier. And you do a day on, day off. So you do a 400 rep, and then you do a day walking just to stretch out the muscles, bit of recovery. And then the following day, the reps go up by 100. So the second challenge was 500, and then a walking day, and then 600, and then a walking day, and then 700. And I think tomorrow's a walking day. So they're on the walking day. So they've also done the 700. The feedback I've been getting is amazing. It's really pushing them. Now, these people that I train, they've started at all different sorts of levels. They've started by just getting off the couch. They've started from being physically fit but just need a bit of a push. But they're all smashing it. They're all getting an amazing result. They're all smashing the times. And that's something that I like doing. It pushes people mentally. This is challenges. It's hard. It is hard on the body, but it's harder on the head. And therefore, I really do want to push them mentally, which if you became a client of mine, or you've had any sort, or you've been a client before, what will happen is I will train your brain, your mindset, before your body. Your body comes with your mindset. So I'll push their mind, and I'll see how far they can push themselves, and then I push them. So it goes further. So that's what this challenge is all about. This is about pushing that mind, pushing the body will follow. If you have that one little bit of doubt, which I will then take away, you will not do it.
Yeah.
And the final challenge is 1,000 reps. 1,000 reps in 60 minutes.
In 60 minutes.
In 60 minutes. It is achievable if you have the mindset to do it.
Yeah.
However, you don't have to do it in 60 minutes. I wouldn't say you didn't complete the challenge if you did it in 60 minutes and 30 seconds. Do you know what I mean? It's about pushing yourself. It's about believing in your ability. It's about getting to the point where you get to that, go, I can't do this. And then that flips a switch where you have me on your shoulder saying, get it done. Get it done. Mind over body. And it's done. And you do it. And everyone who's been doing it, I've turned around and said that's getting cheeky because they're only at 700. Wait until we do the 8.
Yeah.
That's cheeky. And that's all it's about with this challenge. It's about pushing people's mindsets, about pushing people's ability in themselves. Because like I said, if you don't have the mindset, the ability is not there. If you push your mindset, the ability will come easy.
I'm sure people have been quite surprised with what they've, like, thinking about it from the start. If you said to someone, right, so you're going to do 1,000 reps in 12 days or whatever it is, 14 days. In 14 days' time, you're going to do 1,000 reps. A lot of people would turn at you and say, no, I'm not.
And that's exactly it. And what you've just done there is majority of them what you think, 1,000. Am I going to be able to do 1,000?
It's a big number.
And it's that instant where you've gone, I'm not going to do it. So it is about pushing yourself mentally, and it is about allowing your body to follow your head and not letting your head follow your body, because your body will want to stop.
Let your head rule.
Yeah, head rule. Yeah, exactly. Attitude rule.
And
that's exactly it. So my attitude affects my behaviour, and my behaviour affects my attitude. My body wants to die, my brain will want to follow. Whereas there's like a switch in my head which is always turned off. That never happens. So There you go. And that's the challenge, road to 1,000. So if you want to do it, all you've got to do is send me either a message on Facebook, a message on the bottom of this podcast, and I will send you all what you need. I will add you into a little community where we talk every day. We pass on little tips. I pass on little tips about getting it done, how you should be doing it. All the exercises explained and stuff like that. So if you want to do it and you want to try and push yourself mentally, let me know. Get in touch and we'll do it. And we'll get on it and we'll smash.
I mean, best time to be doing stuff like that right now.
Well, exactly. You don't need a gym for this challenge. You don't need a gym. All you need is a little bit of equipment, like a little bit, whether you can use a day sack, a bag of flour, doesn't matter. All you need is minimal kit, and you will smash and you will push your brain, you'll push your mindset, you'll push your ability, and you'll push your mind over body. And that's it. That's all the challenge is about. It's about pushing the mind more than the body.
I like it, yeah. I don't know about 1,000 reps, but I might join you in that one.
Do it, mate. Do it. Do you see what I mean? It's about whether you get to
positive.
It's about It's about positively pushing your mindset. It's like I've mentioned on a podcast before. If you stand on top of a cliff and you're scared of heights, your body will make a reaction.
Yeah.
Before you have no control over this reaction. And that is more than likely fear, right? However, you stand at that cliff and you allow your body to calm and allow your brain to take over and rationalize what you're doing. You can stand there all day.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? Whereas I'm the sort of person that will walk to the cliff, jump off, climb back up, and then jump off again. Because I've got no switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's about... I'm my own worst enemy. Think of it that way. If you tell me I can't do something, watch me go out my way to do it. Watch me. Do you know what I mean? So it's having that, and that's not being like egotistical or I want to prove a point. It's more about if that person has a doubt that I can't do something, I'll prove them wrong. Yeah. So. Because I don't want that doubt to stay in my head. Well, he thinks I can't do it, or she thinks I can't do it. Do you know what I mean?
Let's go smash it.
That plays with my head. So it's like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, let's go smash it.
I'll end up doing it. Do you know what I mean? So that's exactly how it works.
Steady away, man. Well,
I've also been nominated for the 25-day push-up challenge, which I've been doing when I finish all my work, all my training every day, which is a good cause, but I'm sure we'll go on to that a little bit later on, because there's a few people that I'll let to still be nominated. I think I'm on day 13, I think day 14, one of them. But yeah, that's what I've been up to.
Busy week, lad. Busy week.
I want it busier.
Yeah.
And that's to keep myself straight, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, same on my end, to be fair. Just been trying to keep myself busy and keep learning new things, to be fair. Like, I've been rolled in 3 blooming courses. I'm now taking photos. I'm doing all sorts of stuff, mate. It's mad.
Hey, I like the photos, some decent photos of me. You should be proud of them.
What can I say?
You're lucky to get me on a camera, to be fair, because I hate all that sort of stuff.
It's a good job. I can make it look absolutely beautiful then. So pretty. Make a pretty little
been lying to me then.
What? Photos of you?
Yeah. Nasty.
But yeah, anyway, so for anyone watching in lockdown stuff, I'm sure we can cover this topic. So my big topic for this week is boredom eating. Look at his face. Boredom eating. Like I personally have struggled with boredom eating for years and years and years and years. It's why I put on loads of weight in the first place, and subsequently got rid of it. But yes, if you could, what's your top tips of gnashing off boredom eating? Sorry, I'm really trying not to swear here.
I know, I totally get that. Right. So the best tip I'll give you is don't buy the food that you're bored of eating with. And it's 9 times out of 10 chocolate, crisps, pot noodles, everything nasty that the body doesn't need. Right? So if you don't buy that food, you can't boredom eat. You can't boredom snack. It's crazy. All right? You're only doing it because you sat in the house walking around in circles and the missus is doing your head in, the husband's doing your head in, the kids are screaming at you, give me chocolate, sort of thing. So it is, right? So, and that's it. So we don't buy the food, exactly. Don't buy the food. Okay. Yeah. Now I understand that's not something you can do when you've got kids and you all that sort of stuff. However, if you only buy them, like I buy when my kids come stay with me, I buy them all sorts, and that's not because they do eat healthy. However, the kids, right? Yeah. So when my kids do come, that is the only time there's chocolate in my house. If that makes sense. Yeah. There's only time biscuits when they're there. So I don't buy that food because I'll eat it. Yeah. Forward, right? Now, one of the best things you can do while you're using this time in isolation is follow the simple steps of how the body works. Okay? The first thing you need to do, you need to find out how many calories per day you need to have. All right? Yeah. And that is a simple equation. If you Google it, it'll come up with you. If you go onto MyFitnessPal, it'll be on there and it'll tell you got to put your weight, height, and age. Okay? Yeah. It's a little bit different on MyFitnessPal. What I tend to find with that one is they extremely put you in a deficit, which means you got to eat a less calorie than what you're supposed to. So with you doing MyFitnessPal, always add about 200 calories on top of the figure they give you, and that'll be your true maintenance. Now, when you've got that figure, that is the amount of calories that you have to have per day. Now, if I turn around to everyone and said, you need to eat males 6 meals a day, females for at least 4 meals a day, right? That is a very broad spectrum of
6 meals a day.
Exactly, but it depends on the person and what they want. And what I mean by that is if you're trying to keep your size and you're trying to keep your strength, I would eat 8 meals because what you're doing in isolation isn't going to be enough for what you're training, if that makes sense. Yeah. So you need to change your training to the situation you're in. Now, if you're trying to lose weight, then you don't really need to eat 6 meals. All you need to do is make sure that you have your maintenance calories. Yeah. That's it. Okay, so the way I tell everyone is 2 weeks. Everyone, MyFitnessPal will make you track your food till whenever you stop. That's not how I work. So I work on how the body processes food, right? So if you create 8 meals, and I'm not talking like cereal, I'm talking about full meals, a meat, a veg, and some sort of side carb, pasta, rice, potato, whatever you want. Yeah. Okay. So if you did that, if you actually put 8 meals together and you're a female, you've got 8 different recipes that you know exactly what's in. You know exactly if you have the same 4 meals, you know exactly how many calories you're in. Now, to stop boredom eating, because you haven't got your food ready. So when you're eating, you want something there and then. So you go in the fridge or you go in the cupboard. However, the way I get around that is I prep my food still. My food's waiting for me in the cupboard. Okay, and I prep 3 days. It's up to you how many days you want to prep, but make sure you look at the food substance that you're cooking and that you're prepping and see if it'll last 3 days. That's the important thing with that. So my food tends to last 3 days and tend to prep 3 days. Now I've got 6 meals a day, 8 meals a day prepped in the fridge for the next 3 days. And that stops me from boredom eating. My food comes with me wherever I'm training. It's easy accessible. So if I am boredom eating, I'm eating the calories that I need to be. Yeah. All right. So it's not about if I went on to losing weight and gaining size and gaining muscle, it'd take a lot longer than 40 minutes. However, if you want to stop boredom eating and your goal is to lose weight, prep your food. Okay? Now, I understand that when you're living in a household full of kids, other halves, and they don't really want to eat prep food, nothing's stopping you. Nothing's stopping you. You can't make their goal yours. Your goal theirs, if that makes sense. Because they'll just look at it and go, what is this? Right? So unless everyone's on board, then yeah, you can prep the whole family. If not, prep your own. So it stops you going in the fridge or the cupboard and smashing a Mars bar or a bag of crisps or a tub of ice cream because you bought. It's not going to benefit you and what you want as a goal. Just because we're in isolation doesn't mean your training and your goals should stop. And that's probably the best tip. The best tip I could give you about boredom eating: prep your food. Prep your snacks.
Yeah.
They're always there. So the best way to prep your food is by picking the food you like. You know, if I see a PT give you a meal plan.
Here we go. We've touched a nerve here.
Here you go. That'll do you for your goals. See you later. You just cost you 40 quid. I'd throw it at them. Because your food needs to change after you've stabilised, which is 2 weeks, your food needs to change, regardless of what goal you're going for, whether it's to gain weight, lose weight, whatever, that food has to change. Because you'll plateau, your training will come cease, you'll start getting injuries, you'll start feeling tired, less motivated. Your food needs to change weekly. So, yeah, that's another podcast. However, best tip.
We could literally do a whole blooming podcast on this.
Oh, yeah. Never buy it. And when you do, if you're going to buy a meal plan, if you are going to buy a meal plan, question it. I would say question it. Whereas my clients, we work together. We pick the food they like. We take some food away that I don't want them eating certain types of the day or certain times of the day. And it's their food. Everyone's food is a way to have it. And that is exactly what it is. So we pick, because some people don't like chicken. So why would I make them eat chicken? We pick their food, we create their meals, we create their meal plan, and that meal plan gets altered, changed, adapted to them, to the goals each week. So when you're thinking of buying a meal plan, don't just buy a piece of A4 paper and copy that for the next 8 weeks, because it won't work, because your body will adapt to that and then it will plateau. Yeah. You won't get no goal. It may be good in the first 6 weeks, but then stop. Not happening. All right. So that's one of my tips as well. But the tip for boredom eating would be to prep your food. Take your time with it. It doesn't have to be done tomorrow because food is a habit. It needs to become something that you work in your daily routine. Like if I didn't prep my food, I wouldn't eat normally. And I got to eat to maintain muscle, maintain strength, maintain the physique I've got. And that's it. That's the goal, just to prep. So my prep was more important than my training, because if I don't eat, what's the point in training?
Yeah, food.
Well, regardless of what goal. Do you know what I mean? So that's what people need to understand.
Food's a major thing, yeah. Food's the biggest player.
80% of training, 80 to 90% of training is food.
Can't train a bad diet.
Nope.
Oh, right. So, can't train a bad diet.
My tip of the day, prep your food. Take your time, pick your meals that you would eat, and stop calling it breakfast. I nearly swore then. Stop calling it breakfast, lunch, and tea. Meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, meal 4. That's it. Yeah? You're trying to lose weight. Breakfast is not the most important meal. You haven't got to eat within 15 minutes of waking up. As long as you get them 4 meals in, which add to your maintenance calories, could be 3 meals. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It's your calories that you would need to eat to it, you go. And that's it. That's the point of it.
Well, to be fair, I'm sure if anyone wanted any information, you sat by your inbox 24/7 anyway, so you message me. Well, yeah, you message me at silly o'clock in the morning half at time, so it's one of them.
Exactly.
So, yeah. It's like,
Make me busy. Make me busy.
Nathan, get out the fridge. Nathan, you better not be looking at that fridge. Get out the fridge.
So your worst thing's pizza, mate.
To be fair, mate, fair one. I'm not even gonna debate that. I'm really not. But yeah, so biggest tip. Mark's top tip of the week: prep your food.
It's all about training.
But yeah, so a topic that I know is close to your heart. Obviously, Mental Health Week. We are the Mind Over Body podcast, so it fits beautifully with us. But yeah, Mark.
Well, it is close to my heart, and I have a lot of people around me to support me. I've had phone calls from my key workers just to make sure I'm fine, because they know what I'm like. And I've made myself as busy as possible, doing random mad things, and that's to stop me being a prisoner in my own head. Now, if I can talk about it, and people are scared to, then come message me. I'm going to put myself out there now. Is the fact that I was on Facebook earlier, and I see another veteran gone missing, worried about his health, worried about his safety, and that it's in a place where I can't really tell you, because I've been there, done it, and I want to get people's point across that you can't call them selfish. You can't, how do I put it? You need to understand that where that person is, and that person, all they want to do is stop the pain.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that will help people stop the pain. All you've got to do is let people know. And if anybody, whether I've served with you, whether I've never met you, whether you're a veteran or not, do you know what I mean? Don't make that decision, because the pain that you're going to put your family in is far greater than what you're feeling. And the mind over body has got me through a lot of stuff. So from another personal point, the more emotional I get, the heavier I want to lift. And it's not like it's anger more than anything.
Yeah.
So it's anger that makes me want to train. It's not going back to where I was makes me want to train. So that's why I get up every day. That's why I go and train. That's why I will help absolutely anybody who feels that same situation. Now, you've got plenty of people around you. All you got to do is be brave enough to open your mouth.
Yeah,
That's
just
it.
talk. Just talk.
And once you've asked for help, honestly, from my point of view, it's like a massive weight. But that's a bit untrue for me. If I can, I'll go what I mean. I still can't physically talk about what happened to me and what happened around me and what happened after, because I can't. Because every time I go to talk about it, I want to go and train. That is my therapy. That is my coping strategy. That is how I deal with it. All right. So it might not be speaking to someone. It might not be putting yourself in a position where you feel vulnerable. It's finding your way of dealing with it. However, you won't find that way unless you keep it to yourself. Okay. And that is probably one of the biggest things I can say to people is, if people know you need help, they will help you find your way. Does that make sense? So whether it's therapy, whether it's talking, whether it's training, whether it's playing golf, Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's absolutely anything.
Whatever it
Yeah,
takes.
and
Yeah.
I'm being, and this time of year is hard for a lot of my friends and people who I serve with. And that's more on a personal note, so I don't really want to go into that. But I get scared this time of year, regardless of isolation. This is the time of year I will train harder, or I will go into an alcohol-induced coma. That I don't want to remember certain parts of the coming weeks. Don't want to, and that's my mechanism to get through them days. So I either train to the point where I can't physically move the next day, or I will drink to the point where I don't remember myself. And now people say, yeah, but that's running away. That's how I deal with it. That's my way. Okay, and people that know me know I do that. They know I'm safe. You know, I'm not going to do anything to myself. It's just the fact that I don't want to remember. I don't want to be functioning, if that makes sense. So it's really hard to explain. That's how I deal with that time of year. And I've done it, and it's my way. That's my way of doing it. So if you need help, message me, get in contact. And if I can't physically help you, I know someone who will. Okay? Yeah. Tag a veteran. Okay? Wounded, hidden wounds. All these people, if you care, share.
Yeah. I was
people,
literally just about to say, if you care, share.
All these people are on the other end of a phone that will listen to you. Whether you want to talk, whether you want to just sit and say, I'm in a bad way, let them do the talking. They will make you feel ease. They will stop that pain for a little bit to get your clarity to think what you've got to do. And when you get that clarity to think what you've got to do, you go and do it. And that is probably the biggest thing that helped me.
Finding clarity.
Finding clarity on a position, on a time where I didn't want to be it. I was just everyone's drain. Do you know what I mean? And that's how I felt. But when I turn around and say I was a weak individual back then, it's because I wouldn't talk, because I wouldn't ask for help. I'm not saying I was a weak individual because of what I was trying to do. It was a weak individual because I couldn't ask for help. It felt too hard to ask for help. Believe me, it's not. Do you know what I mean? It's not. So, enough of that. But like I said, if anyone needs anything, if I can't physically help you, I know someone who can. And that is all it is. I will take you and beast you to the point where you feel better. Okay, so it's a bit close to my heart, this, because that's how I live every day. My brain tells me horrible stuff, makes me relive horrible stuff, puts horrible thoughts in my head, puts dangerous thoughts in my head. It's my choice whether I take them or not. My choice. I'll go in the gym to train for 4 or 5 hours, come out knackered. Think of it again, I go straight back in the gym and train.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well,
So it's
between me and you and all, and how talking helps massively. And like, I've come and talked to you, you've spoke to me, and we get through.
Well, and that's the point. Carl Roberts said it on the last week's podcast. Very, very simple. Buddy. Find one. If not, call one. Do you know what I mean? And that's all you've got to do. That's honestly, I know it's easier said than done, but even sending someone a message, it's better than saying nothing.
No, that's exactly it. I hate to do this, but we need to wrap this up and save some content for next week. But yeah, So, overview. So, we've got the Road to 1,000 challenge that you throw in, that you've put together and trialing with your clients. The mile throw. I'd just like to say to everyone that if you want any advice, any help on how to get over the boredom eating in the lockdown, get on the Mark Tonga training page and give him a shout. He's always there. Trust me, he's there at the early hours of the morning, messaging me, telling me to get out of the fridge. But yeah, so make sure you're following. Make sure you subscribe to the stream. Subscribe to the podcast. Sorry. Make sure you're liking, sharing from Mark Tonga's Training on Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, I've been Nathan. That's Mark Tonga. And we'll see you next week. Ta, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
My love about it.